kids these days, PMO. No, I'm not talking about 14-year-olds, I'm talking about kids. Under 10, obviously. Today, I saw a kid around 7 to 8 years old today with her grandma at a park gifting her a fake Labubu, since she didn't know the difference between a real and a fake one. And that little girl just started whining and throwing it on the floor, yelling that it wasn't a real Labubu. Why was it so ungrateful? Respectfully? Of course, I'm not talking about all kids, but most of them in this generation are just ungrateful brats with no parents to control them. Exactly what I said. Parents with these kids need to teach them a freaking lesson. It's never too late for that. Also, something else that PMO is that these kids pretend to be mature when they're literally the most immature things ever. No, Haley, you don't need skincare at 6 years old. The only thing you need right now is water. When I was 6, my parents didn't even bother to buy me these fake makeup sets. Like, dude, come on, go outside and play with your friends. Childhood is the best era in your life, and it's better to act like a kid. Anyways, Katie out.
Why do parents always clean the house like the president's coming over?
Like chill mom, Aunt Karen's visiting, not Michelle Obama. She's out here vacuuming the ceiling, polishing doorknobs, and yelling at me for breathing too loud. Like, girl,
she's gonna be here for 2 hours.
we don't need to repaint the damn walls. And God forbid I sit down while she's in clean mode. Suddenly I'm the villain in a Lifetime movie. She hit me with, "So you're just gonna sit there?"
Yes, I live here.
And the second the guest walks in, my mom switches up, "Oh, don't worry, the house is a mess." Ma'am.
You just made me scrub the ground with a toothbrush and then they offer food that we never have, like since when did we have brie cheese and basil tea?
Parents will act like the house is haunted by the ghost of judgment every time company comes over, bro. Karen is not a royal inspector, she just wants coffee. She's not gonna flip the sofa looking for crumbs. Can we just agree to not deep clean like we're on HGTV every time someone visits?
Why is it that the second I'm home alone, my house turns into a whole fucking episode of Paranormal Activity? Like I was gooning, lights were on, vibes were good, and then boom, the fridge makes one weird noise, and now I'm clenching on my ass cheeks, stopping my soul from leaving me. I swear the air gets heavier. The floorboards start creaking like someone's tiptoeing in Tim's upstairs, and every little sound suddenly has intentions. And my dumbass always has the nerve to say,
Hello? Like, yeah, let me
Politely greet the serial killer in my hallway like it's
FedEx delivering a murder. And don't even get me started on them fucking shadows. That hoodie on my chair, now it's a demon. That coat rack in the corner, full-blown haunted Victorian child. I'm looking around like, I rebuke this IKEA possession in the name of peace. Even my own reflection starts beef. I catch a glimpse of myself in the dark and suddenly I'm ready to square up with my own soul. And don't even talk about when I'm in the shower. That's when the demons get real bold. One door knock sound whilst I'm shampooing my hair and mentally writing my will.
Guess I'll just die then.
Why is taking a shit at school basically a
Horror game.
like, I'm just trying to take a quiet, respectful shit, and suddenly the door flies open.
Open like it's an FBI raid.
I go full silent, not even a breath. Then I hear,
Are you pooping?
brother, let me shit in peace. I didn't ask for an audience.
And then,
They start throwing shit over the stall. Pencils.
A deodorant stick. Someone yeeted a fucking banana peel. Like, bro, what are you?
Mario Kart?
I'm sitting there, cheeks spread, heart racing, trying not to breathe too loud like it'll reveal my location. And then some dude says,
Ayo, I see your shoes.
now I gotta switch schools, burn my sneakers, and fake my death. After that, I just walked out like nothing happened. Didn't even wash my hands. I was too emotionally destroyed.
I actually can't with girls who bully interesting people. Like, babes, you tan yourself the exact shade of a Sainsbury's carrier bag, speak entirely in TikTok quotes from 2021, and dress like every other carbon copy walking through the school gates. And you think I'm the problem? You've got the personality of a plain rice cake and the self-awareness of a brick, but you're laughing at someone because they dared to be different? Shut up and fix your contour. They see someone with style, humor, originality, someone who's actually cool without trying, and immediately go into mean girl survival mode, whispering, staring, making snide comments like they're in some elite club for the emotionally stunted. You'd think we were on the set of a high-budget teen drama, but no. It's just lunchtime, and they're sat in a circle sharing lip gloss and talking shit about a girl who had the nerve to wear Doc Martens and listen to music that isn't on Capital FM. They bully people with real opinions and actual taste because it threatens them. Deep down, they know they've built their entire identity off of copying what the most popular girl did in year 9. Same outfits, same slang, same dead-inside energy. They see someone who doesn't live in fear of judgment and immediately short-circuit like their brain's buffering. Why is she wearing that? Because she has range. Something you'll never unlock if you keep doing life on easy mode. And don't even get me started on how they act like being weird is a disease. If you make art, write stories, dress a bit alternative, or just exist slightly outside their beige little bubble, you're suddenly a social outcast. Meanwhile, they're out here giving each other orange handprints on their backs from badly blended tan and thinking that's the peak of culture. You're not cool because you can blend in. You're just forgettable. So yeah, if you're interesting, stay that way. Let them talk. Let them roll their fake lashed eyes. You're living rent-free in the minds of girls who peak at 16 and still use the same caption format as Love Island contestants. You're not weird, you're just ahead of your time.
You know what I absolutely despise? People who make their
Sexuality their whole fucking personality.
Being queer is not a
personality trait. It's not a character class. It's not an aesthetic. It's not a whole personality arc. It's just your sexuality. That's it. Let me just clarify before someone throws a fucking brick at me. This isn't about shaming anyone for being loud, proud, or visible. Be all those things. But there's a difference between embracing your identity
and letting it
Consume your identity.
If every conversation starts with your label, if your entire vibe is just rainbows and self-referencing your sexuality, like it's a fucking
punchline.
Please get away from me.
And don't even get me
started on the dramatics. People really be out here saying,
it's because I'm
Gay, isn't it? Like,
no.
We're arguing because you're being annoying, not because of who you're into. Stop using your sexuality as a personality and a defense mechanism. Not everyone disagreeing with you is homophobic.
Sometimes you're just
wrong.
I hate when people are like, why don't you talk in school? Are you trying to be nonchalant? You think I wake up at 6 a.m.,
Come to this crusty building and chose silence for aesthetic?
I'm not nonchalant. I'm just emotionally bankrupt and held together by hallway gossip and government-issued milk. You want conversation? Talk to the kid in the back who's always way too happy to be here. Because I'm just here praying I don't hear another person talk about their crazy weekend that was literally just them sitting at home and watching Netflix for 8 hours straight. I'm not nonchalant. I'm just trying to avoid your deep thoughts like, why do birds fly south in the winter? Like, bro, I don't know either, but I do know that the last thing I want to hear is your mind-blowing observation that food is just life. We get it. You're a philosopher.
Now please shut up, because they're
Literally the people that say, I'm not a morning person at 2 p.m. like that's a personality trait, and I'm just trying to process why the kid next to me is moaning for no reason during a fire drill, why someone's eating Takis at 8 a.m. like it's a balanced breakfast, and why the hallway smells like Axe,
vape juice, and armpits.
Y'all be in class talking about how school is so draining? Yeah, maybe if you stopped sprinting across the hallway for no reason, screaming at your friend while filming a TikTok in 240p, you'd have some energy left.